Welcome to this video on how to detect SSL TLS servers on your network. My name is Darragh Delaney, I'm Head of Technical Services here at Netfort. So why all the fuss? Well, recently there has been a flaw found in the OpenSSL. It's called Heartbleed. An OpenSSL is an open source encryption standard used by the majority of websites that need to transmit the data of users and want to keep it secure. Now the problem with this bug is it could allow to reveal up to 64 kilobytes of memory to a connected client or server, so you could access some really sensitive information on the web server. That might even include passwords and usernames. The systems infected there's huge. I mean, lots and lots of systems, a lot of Linux systems using OpenSSL versions. And I think like 1.01e-15 and lots of versions. So there's a huge amount of websites that would have a problem. And not just websites, there could be systems on your network like NAS devices or anything with web front end that may be running OpenSSL. Now what do you need to do? Well, first you need to find servers on your network not running OpenSSL 1.0.1g, which is the patched version. Now Windows servers should not be affected. So I wouldn't worry about them straight away, but maybe check them for third-party apps that could use SSL TLS. If you're unsure what you got in your network, then get LAN Guardian and get it to check for any service running SSL TLS. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Do not rely on flow-based tools. SSL TLS could be running on non-standard ports. The standard port is 443, but you could be running on any port. So do not rely on flow-based tools. They will not be able to tell what application is running on the port. So let's take a look at LAN Guardian and how we can create an inventory of TLS SSL servers on a network. I'm now logged on to LAN Guardian. If you don't have LAN Guardian on your network, please go to our website at netfort.com, link shown on the screen at the moment. You can download a 30-day free trial, so it'll give you a chance to check out what SSL and TLS servers you have on your network. Once installed, you should have access to a report. You can simply click on reports, and under security it's the first one there, so SSL TLS servers. Just click on that. A couple of options if you want to use them. First I'd recommend is change the 1 hour time period here. You might not want to look at 4 hours or 24 hours, whatever, or even go back. Click the clock here to pick a time range. If you want to just take a look at local ones, put in whatever IP ranges you use. So for example, 10.0.0/8. You can comma separate if you have others, but I'm just going to use the 10 range. Just press view. So what have I got? Well, sure enough, I've detected on my network, got a server here, which actually is a network attached storage unit, and it's running SSL. So I need to know a little bit more. Simply click on the traffic volume here, and I can see it is running TLS SSL. The other interesting piece of information you get when you drill down is what port it's using and what machines are connected to it. So if you've got public facing web servers, you can actually see what clients or what machines external are connected to your servers. If they're internal, you can see them here. So you may want to prioritize patching systems based on who's connecting to them, and you can get visibility of this using LAN Guardian. What you need to do next is get onto this NAS server here and make sure it's updated to the patched version of OpenSSL. Now we're using deep packet inspection to retrieve or to reveal what applications are running here. And the reason it's so vital to manage the current situation is that we can have SSL TLS running on non-standard ports. So let me demonstrate that as well. I've got the configuration screen here for my NAS server, and I can actually change the port that SSL Secure HTTP uses. So I'm actually going to change it to 4433, and I'm going to take a look at what happens. So just need to reboot the system here. So just going to take a few minutes to reboot, and we're going to come back to the LAN Guardian reports in a few minutes and check out what's happening. So I've waited for my NAS server to reboot, and I have connected through it again through the web front end. So let's now take a look at the data that LAN Guardian has collected. Again, I'm going to use the same report, so SSL TLS servers. I'm going to use the same subnet filter here, so the 10 network, and take a look. So it has detected the server running here, it has SSL running. And if I drill down now, I get to see, yes, it's running the application, well, it's running TLS, SSL, encrypted traffic here. So if I drill down on it, what's interesting here is the fact that LangGuardian has detected that it's running this application over port 4433. So this is really significant if you want to get full visibility as to what servers you have, because LangGuardian recognizes the application and doesn't depend on the port. If you had a flow tool here and you ran a report just on 443 servers, you would miss this activity. So really important that you're using a application that's, or monitoring tool that's application aware. Again, if you want to try out LangGuardian yourself, get a free trial of it on our website at netfort.com. If you need to find out more information about LangGuardian or how to install, please go to our website, netfort.com.